All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. We are streaming to you live at 8:30 p.m. from Tampa, Florida, and we have a brand new video from Her Patriot Voice, also known as Savannah Craven. I see some of my moderators have already showed up. What's up, Squidman? And as you guys know, I'm going to be heading to Miami tomorrow to film a collaboration video with Savannah Craven. So we're going to be filming some content for you guys this weekend. I also have a few crazy ideas coming out from my channel. Some ideas I think are going to be pretty shareable and viral. So be on the lookout. I should have some new content for you guys Sunday this week, as well as a few new videos next week as well. Things are about to get a little bit spicy on my channel, but we're really going to push the envelope as much as we can here. So today we're going to react to Savannah Craven's newest video. It's a bit of a short one. It's only about 10 minutes long. The last videos we watched of her were 25 minutes, so the streams were a bit longer. This one's going to be short and sweet, and I'm really excited to check it out. So we are going to get started right now, and just keep in mind that we are streaming on 3 channels right now. We are on Facebook. I finally reconnected my Facebook to my streaming service. YouTube, of course, as well as X. So if you're on Facebook or X watching this, please drop a comment. You know, most of my viewers are on YouTube, but I really want to see how Facebook and X, you know, what their reach is. So if you're on Facebook and X, please give me a comment. I beg you. All right. What's up, Yar Hi Farrar? For those of you who watched my last video with the Indian couple, legal immigrants, by the way, this is the man in the video, Yar Hi Farrar. And if you haven't subscribed to him, give him a subscription. So, all right, who do we got in here? Kate. Kate is a chica, guapa. Very few things in life make me happier than knowing there's a chica guapa in my live stream. So I'm sorry, boys, but chicas guapas take the cake. Or should I say, take the Kate. So stupid. Sometimes I'm so stupid, guys. Anyway, all right, we're going to get into the video today, and let's have a good time reacting.
I think you can get a lot more opportunities if you're white, so yeah.
Where have you seen examples of that, or what is there like a law or something in place that's making that, you know, that's a fact, or
any examples? I mean, honestly, I can't list off any examples on top of my head, but there are.
How do you make a claim that there's more opportunities for white people, and then when you're asked to give one example, you can't give any? That means you don't really believe what you said. And by the way, guys, the creator of this channel, Her Patriot Voice, is in the chat room. She just said hi, everybody, so make sure you're subscribed. She is almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is a really important benchmark for YouTubers. So she's, I think, at like, what, 9 something? What are we at? 940. She's only 60 subscribers away. So let's make sure we get her there, guys, because I want to see her channel blow up. She deserves it.
There are examples out there. I think there are. So yeah.
okay. Have you experienced white privilege? Like, I mean, have you experienced the outcomes of white privilege? Like, is there an opportunity you didn't get specifically because of your race?
The only thing I would say is scholarships, but no, not really. I think that's the only thing I would say. Just scholarships.
So you didn't get a scholarship because you're black?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There are a couple ones out there that only like.
How does he know that? Like, even if that was true, how does he know that a white person stole his scholarship? Like, couldn't it have been an Asian person or a Latino person or another black person? Like, how does he know that a white person stole his scholarship? So dumb.
Wants white people, so it's like, yeah, there are some like technical what do you call it, scholarships, like what do you call it, engineering ones out there, but I mean that's only, I mean I think that's only like a race thing in general, because like there are like, you know, black scholarships that only let black people do it, you know, so it's like, yeah.
What school denied you a scholarship because you're black?
I cannot list off the top of my head, but there were like 1 or 2.
Because he doesn't know. He doesn't have an answer.
I can't list off the top of my head.
And they said that you didn't get it because you were black?
No. They didn't straight out blatantly said that, but
That's just what you felt.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
So that
Once again, this is more. I don't know what this guy's political affiliation is, but he's making a lot of Democrat talking points, and Savannah Craven nails it here. She said, "This is what you felt like," and he goes, "Yes, this is how I felt." It's because the Democrats mostly thrive on feelings and emotions and not actual facts.
it's just like a feeling, right? That's not really like a.
Well, yeah. I guess it's all just a feeling thing, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any issues with the?
That's like most of what they stand for. It's just a feeling. It's like when does life begin? Oh, it's just a feeling. I feel like it's 6 months. I feel like when it breathes. I feel like when it has a heartbeat. I feel like when it has consciousness. It's like there's no scientific or logical or rational reasoning for a lot of these people.
the black community, as far as like racist towards each other?
Honestly, besides like racist jokes that we be telling each other like all the time, I have never really encountered any racism. Honestly, I think.
Bro, you just said that you did not get accepted to college because you're black and that a white person took your spot. And literally within the first minute and a half, you're saying, but I haven't actually experienced racism. Look, I'm going to go easy on this kid. He looks like he's pretty young. I don't know. What is he, like 20 years old? Maybe he's a college kid. 19? He might be 19. I have no idea. Black don't crack. He could be 40 for all I know. But this guy is just, he's going to look back one day when he's older and just be like, what was I talking about?
Detroit is just such like a primarily black area. I think you really just don't really encounter that. But if you go out, like if you really, really go out, I think you'll probably encounter just one or two. I have had a friend who have encountered that when he was applying for his what do you call it, his driver's license. He has gotten some racist remarks, or they thought that he didn't have his green dot card or something like that, which it was crazy. But yeah, there is some stuff out there. So yeah.
What do you think about the statistic of 95% of black people are killed by other black people?
That is low-key true. I'm not even gonna lie. Because
All right, he just gave me a little bit of faith in him. He at least acknowledges the fact and the realities of the data that Savannah just quoted here. So I feel like this young man is just misguided and young, and I feel like we could get him on the right path, literally the right path, the Republican path, if we expose him to a little bit more info.
there are a lot of cousins and stuff like that that get murdered by other black people because of like gang affiliated stuff. So it's like, yeah, that is totally a possible. Well, that is totally out there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
I mean, that's a really large percent
Yeah.
of black people dying at the hands of people that are supposed to be, our community,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
So, what do you have to say about that? Like, I mean, the past 5 years we've heard that, during the Black Lives Matter riots that white people are the problem, it's these white cops, but then nobody wants to pay attention to that statistic, and you said it was low-key true. You agree with it. So why do you think we're putting all the blame on white people when the statistics show differently?
I think the main reason why people are putting the blame on white people is because, like, what they did prior to, like, phones and what, can, like, record now. Because,
like slavery?
Yeah, basically. Because I think that's where it all really stems from. Because since you're white, you legit are, basically connected with all that other stuff. Even though that you don't really do that yourself, it's still a stereotype that everybody pushes on another one.
How can you connect, like...
I don't think the word connected is right because that assumes that white people today are connected to slave owners. I think what he meant associated, not connected. Associated is like the stereotype is associated with you. I think connected was the wrong word that he used.
Owning slaves to people when nobody alive here today in the United States is like, that's white, has owned a slave.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't really agree with that at all, honestly.
And now he's literally agreeing with her. This kid could be saved, by the way. I really do think that in the future, this kid might actually become like a Republican. Look, he's a well-spoken, nice-looking kid. I'm saying in terms of he looks friendly. I'm not a creep. He looks like a friendly guy. And I just feel like in the future, he could be an asset once he has a full awakening. He's not there yet, though. He's still... he's got like one foot in in the Democrat talking points, and then he's got 1 foot where he's actually able to see past it and see reality.
Honestly, because I legit have like Caucasian friends that I'm legit friends with every single time, and like my boss is Caucasian, and like a lot of my friends are Caucasian, so it's like I just really just don't get it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're right.
Last question. So, what would you say to someone who, is black or a minority and says that all white people are racist?
Outrageous statement.
Okay, I agree.
This was a roller coaster, guys. I am so confused by this guy. He is like half liberal talking points, half base Republican, which is why I think we could fix him. You know what's crazy, though? Because he's like 50-50, the Democrats would cast him out and be like, you don't fully agree with us. But the Republicans would actually say, we think we can save you. We'll take you in with your misguided thoughts because we see hope. And that's the difference, is the Democrats would cast him out. They would watch this interview and say that he is a far-right activist. And the Republicans like me would see this and go, there's hope, we can save him.
Outrageous statement.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I feel like, only white people can be racist because they're like the only people that that cause racism. Like they.
So this is interesting, and again, I don't know who this girl is on the right. Again, looks college-aged, but I'm going to guess she is also half black, half white, like Savannah Craven is. I'm just looking at cues, the tone of the skin color, the hairstyle, the talking points. Anybody can be racist. It's not, one of the big liberal talking points is that it's all about like who has the power in society. Therefore, in America, white people are the only ones that could be racist, is what they say. But it's not true. It's just judging someone and hating someone, prejudice or hatred against someone based on their skin color, which anyone could have.
They made the slavery and
They made the slavery. She just said the white people made the slavery. The truth is, every single ethnic group, every single skin color, in every continent, pretty much in this world, has had slavery at some point. And I think Elon Musk said it best. It's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. And it's just a matter of how far back you're willing to go.
they haven't really went through any of racism. They haven't went through any,
Okay.
I'm still a big believer that Jewish people are white, because when I look at a Jewish person, they have white skin. They're white. That's my viewpoint. I know there's the debate if Jews and whites are the same, whatever. And I'm Jewish, so that's my viewpoint. I'm going to stick to that. The Holocaust, that was a pretty racist situation, even though it was conducted by a European man. Still, people were killed based on the religion, which most of them happen to be white. Or how about, we had indentured servants here in this country as well that were white people. So, I mean, like, you can go back to history and find other examples if you guys want. But every skin color has been enslaved and taken advantage of. And as I like to say, has ancestral trauma. Everyone has it.
haven't really been gone against. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Okay. So you think that only black people have experienced racism?
Well, black people.
And I don't want to get into this too much because I don't know too much about it, but apparently there's been videos on X going viral lately of white Christians being killed by the hundreds in, I believe, somewhere in the Middle East. So that's racism happening today. So it happens to this day.
Asian people. I feel like white people haven't really been through any racism, so it's. I don't think they could be. Because some people say that black people are racist towards white people, and I don't really think that's true because they haven't really been through any racism.
Well, what do you...
So if a black person hates a white person simply because they're white, that would be an example of racism. And we know that those examples exist. Kate, if you could do me a favor, can you drop your Instagram? If you don't want to do it publicly, you don't have to. But follow me on Instagram, X, Facebook, whatever you want. I'm available everywhere. TikTok too. My TikTok, by the way, is growing again, which is kind of nice. Thank you, TikTok overlords. I appreciate you guys.
Do you think if a black person says I hate white people, would you say that that's a racist statement? I'm sure I've heard black people say that before. Have you?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
But no.
So is it racist if I say I hate black people?
Yeah.
So why is it not racist if I say I hate white people?
Because y'all were never slaves. They never
Well, Irish people have been slaves. Jewish people, who are usually considered white because they're lighter skinned, the Holocaust.
I swear to God, guys, this is my first time watching this video. I did when she was originally live. I gave her a comment in the chat just so that for the algorithm. But this is my first time watching this, and she's just bringing up all the points I just mentioned. See, me and Savannah, we're mind melding right now. We are mind melding.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's not as a big of a deal, to be honest.
To be racist toward white people?
I mean, it's still wrong to be hateful towards anybody.
So, what did you just say there? I wanted to call her out on something.
White people?
I mean, it's still wrong to be hateful towards anybody, but I just think it's just.
So it's not racist when you hate a white person. It's just hateful. You see how she used linguistics there? It's only racist against black people, but against white people, it's just hateful. No racism whatsoever. It's just you have too much hate in your heart.
It hits different when it's towards other races.
Do you think it's fair to be, to say the statement, I hate white people, to somebody who has never owned a slave, who has never...
Fair. Okay. It's not fair at all. But, yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know. I feel put on the spot.
No problem. Well, yeah, can you name any examples of, white privilege, if that's something you believe in, that's happening today?
For example, police. I feel like police are more, I don't know, police are more, white people get away with more stuff when it comes to the police.
Based on research, white people are less likely to violently not comply with police than other ethnic groups, which I do think contributes greatly to the treatment. When you're more likely to comply, you're more likely not to be physically abused.
I feel like police keep an eye on black people more, I feel like white privilege, they maybe get better job opportunities. They're just trusted more. They're trusted more.
Do you kind of think about maybe why that might be, that maybe it's not racism, maybe it's the fact that, we talk about white people killing black people, but actually it's 95% of black people, they're killed by other black people. With that statistic, these areas are more heavily policed.
Right, yeah. Well, you can't really argue with statistics.
Yeah. So do you think that the problem is white people and racism, or do you think that maybe there's some issues within our own community? I'm not denying that racism exists, but
there definitely is issues within the community. That's a big topic I hear a lot of people talk about too. So I agree with that. Mm-hmm. So I could see why they have more problems with the police because it's already an issue within itself. So
all right, once again, there's a little bit of common sense kind of breaking through. Just like the first person she interviewed, I started off not feeling hopeful at all, and now I'm feeling just slightly hopeful with this person.
Yeah. And also I think it's not fair either to say that it's all police, because I think there are some bad cops and there are some good ones that actually do try to, of course there's cops that are black as well, right? Yeah. So, there's good cops and bad cops, and so I think maybe it's just not fair to kind of group all people together, like you said earlier, right, to say all white people are racist, because not every white person has owned a slave. Not every white person has been racist, so.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't know.
Well, great. Well, thank you for talking to me. I hope you stay warm.
What's up, Paint the Trump? All right, guys, if you want to follow her, just search Her Patriot Voice on YouTube. Let's see how many followers she's up to right now. I just refreshed the page. 947. All right, we got her 7 followers. I'm going to assume those are all mine right now. She's only 53 subs away from hitting 1,000 subscribers. Very, very cool. Well, I love her work. I am really excited to collaborate with her this weekend. We're going to figure out the topic when I get there. Probably something to do with pro-life, since that's pretty much like how I got to know her, was her pro-life stance. And I'm really excited to get down there to Miami. Misha, I don't know what you wrote. No courts shall infringe on the executive branch. Why are judges executing actions and disregarding? I don't know what the rest of your comment is. Maybe it's too long. I don't know. Maybe it's a YouTube glitch. YouTube's been doing a lot of glitches lately. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching my reaction video to Her Patriot Voice, Savannah Craven. That was a fun video. And I do have a little bit of hope for the younger generation, because both of the individuals there started off really plugged into the matrix. And then by the end, they started to show a little bit of sunshine and rays of hope. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my reaction to Her Patriot Voice. If you want to support my channel, you can use my giftsandgo.com/AdamFrancisco. I am still in the search for a kidney donor, even though I have a few people that are in the works right now. So you can email me at patrioticpapi@gmail.com. And I will see you guys in a couple days with some brand new videos on my channel. And as always, God bless Trump.